to the SCLA. I am your host and your judge for today in this second round matchup. Once again, we are doing another battle where times are 2 minutes, 1 minute for each rebuttal. And today with me, we have Cody, who will be arguing Beta Ray Bill, versus James, who is going to be arguing He-Man. And they are going to be on Apocalypse.
The planet?
Yes. No prep. It really doesn't matter.
Probably for the best.
And it is going to be, I guess, Jay. We'll just do a little refresher course here. Cody, who is Beta Ray Bill?
Beta Ray Bill is the GOAT. Okay? He is the greatest of all times. When it comes to power, strength, electricity, whatever it may be, he is the best version. He's the better Thor. He's the better Thor. He's the better other Thor. And I know it's confusing, but there were 3 of them. So, I'm just, I think, the best, I guess. I'm a goat man with cybernetic enhancements who once got into a fight with Thor, and Odin said, "Here, you can have this." And he gave him the powers of Thor.
Alright. James, give us the refresher
He-Man.
course on He-Man.
Okay, first of all, he's a big Thunderstrike fan because no to Beta Ray. Secondly,
Thunderstrike is cool.
yeah. Secondly, no, he
Sorry.
he inherited the power of Eternia from the Grayskull, and it's basically the magic of creation. It's basically the magic of creation and magic of the entire multiverse. And yeah, he has a lot of Superman powers, with the exception of flying, and heat vision, and breath. You know what? He just has super strength and durability. So I mean, pretty solid guy.
He-Man will be starting off this argument, so James, whenever you are ready.
So to start off with, we basically both have the same power set. Call down lightning, sword, you just can fly, which I can do too, but not very well. So basically this is going to come into a fisticuffs fight, since you don't have prep to really figure out how I transform, and I'm coming to the fight already transformed. I don't have to worry about you going, I'm just going to call down magic lightning and deal with you like Shazam, like I deal with Shazam. So, I mean, it's going to come to a fisticuffs fight, in which case it comes down to who has better feats. I mean, I was able to go toe-to-toe with Superman and Wonder Woman. So, yes, you were able to deal with Galactus, but the strongest in Marvel doesn't compare to the strongest in DC, unfortunately. DC's strength feats are really absurd and really crazy. Magic sword versus magic hammer. I'm pretty good against bludgeon damage. I'm not sure how well you're going to be against magic slicing damage. So,
Same D&D.
So we'll see how this turns out. I was trained by my uncle, Skeletor, in the DC comics. So those older fans that might go, that's not his uncle. In DC it is. So I have amazing combat skills. I've learned to dodge lightning and stuff like that through experience of dealing with mages and stuff. So a lot of what you can bring, I've dealt with, and we'll see how this goes. Again, not sure how this is going to play out.
Alright, so the first thing you said was that we have basically the same power set, except I can fly. What you said was, if I can translate, is I do everything you do and more. Okay? And that's unfortunately how it is. Whereas you took on Wonder Woman, her power set, she is not invincible. She does have a limit to her strength. She does have a limit to her durability. As far as Superman, he doesn't have a limit to his strength. However, he puts limiters on himself. He refuses to go full strength against anyone. Even when he's at his dire moments, he refuses. Okay? So, yeah, taking them on, that's a big feat. I went up against Galactus, who doesn't hold back against literally anyone. Period. That is a feat on its own, and that's not just pure strength. Like, he has over 1,000-ton strength level. That's also his immense omnipotence, his immense energy blast that literally can wipe out an entire galaxy, and that's also him being a world eater. Okay, that means he eats worlds to survive. Like, yes, you are powerful. But what it comes down to is we have the same power set, except I can also get the ability to come at you at more angles. Okay? Even if you jump up into the air, guess what? You're stuck in the air unless you, like, twirl your sword to get away. In which case, I can still hit you at every direction. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in at every direction using my lightning fast reflexes, my ability to dodge things that no other man has been able to dodge. And I'm going to hit you so hard, and then I'm going to fly up and I'm going to hit you again. By the end of it, you're not going to really have anything you can personally do. Like, it's unfortunate, but I do have the advantage here. And that's only because I can fly. Yes, you can kind of float, but you can't fly. You can't do aerial advantage. Whereas I do have that advantage.
Okay, start it off with, okay, so you say you have flying. I've dealt with Superman from Injustice Universe, the one that doesn't have limits, that literally threw Oa into the sun. That version of Superman I've gone toe-to-toe with and even outpowered. So you are nowhere by far my better. And on top of that, I can draw even more magic from Eternia to buff up even further like I did against Skeletor, who gained the power of Eternia and stuff in the DCE run. So, by all means, I can go above and beyond to go toe-to-toe with you. You keep bringing up Galactus like I couldn't crack his shell and send him running home to mommy. Because, by God, I've done that with Hordak and his hordes, and Hordak devoured entire civilizations. Their souls and everything, and that only took him a snap of a finger, whereas Galactus takes a few days to devour a planet. I can easily deal with it.
Like you said, best case scenario, you can take me on even toes. That's fine. I still have the aerial advantage. If we are equal in strength, I still can hit you from directions that you can't even anticipate. Best case scenario, I knock you out. Worst case scenario, I put the hammer down. When I put the hammer down, unless it is deemed worthy, well, not necessarily with Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker still has this ability, but it can be wielded by more people. And the reality is, I will put it down, and even if it's for half a second or whatever, that's enough time for me to punch into you and knock your ass out. I have guerrilla warfare tactics over you, and I have the abilities over you that you personally won't be able to comprehend. I've been in more battles. I've been in more eons of battles. I've been through so much more than you could ever imagine.
Again, there's very good arguments of both of you as far as where you're going with everything. What it kind of, essentially what it came down to based on what Cody's argument was, which is about being able to hit you from multiple angles because of the flight advantage that you would have, versus essentially what is more or less kind of a pure brute strength effort out of He-Man. It's very close because I believe on a power level, on a straight fight, it's hard to say exactly who would win, although I think He-Man has an advantage in the power level of it. But being able to hit from more angles does give Beta Ray a heavy advantage, and because Cody was able to get out some about the experience. It didn't have a ton of your experience on what he
Yeah,
meant to
no,
be able to
because-
do, unfortunately.
I speak way too
So,
much.
the thing is I am giving it to Beta Ray Bill